I'm Leanne and welcome to my kitchen. So where are all my popcorn lovers? Well, today I have got a treat for you. We are making small batch caramel corn. Now we're gonna make it on the stovetop, then bake it in the oven for just a few minutes to give it that nice crunchy finish. This caramel corn is sweet, it's buttery, and it is totally addictive. And the best part is there is just the right amount to munch on without going totally overboard. Now we love popcorn at our house, especially if it has M&Ms on top of it, but we also love caramel corn. So this is not the gooey wet caramel corn. It is a dry, crunchy caramel corn, and it is delicious. So for this recipe, we're gonna need 5 cups of popped popcorn, which I'm gonna use my air popper. Now, if all you have is microwave popcorn, you can totally use that. We just wanna make sure, no matter what we're using, that we take out those unpopped kernels, because those hurt your teeth when you bite into them. So I am gonna use just 1/3 of a cup of regular popcorn, and we're gonna put it into our air popper. All right, we'll put the lid on. We're gonna plug it in and let it pop. And we want a total of 5 cups of popped popcorn. All right, so my 1/3 of a cup popped really well. Different popcorns too are gonna pop differently, but I got a lot of popped popcorn on my 1/3 of a cup, so a little bit more than 5 cups of popped popcorn. I have more like 8 cups in here, so I'm gonna take a little bit out and we're gonna munch on it and pour a little butter, salt on it. Now, one thing too with your caramel corn, if you like a really heavily coated caramel corn, use less popcorn. I like my popcorn to have a little bit still of the white showing, so I use 5 cups. So you kind of decide what you like. All right, there we go. We got some to munch on later. So after you have your popcorn, just set it aside again. Just make sure you've got all those unpopped kernels out of there so they don't break your teeth. And then in a saucepan, just kind of a medium small saucepan, we are going to put 4 tablespoons of salted butter into there. And we're going to use a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. And we're going to use 1/4 cup of light corn syrup. Now, the corn syrup just kind of helps stop all those sugars from crystallizing. So we're going to get that in there. And then we're going to take it over to our stovetop. And then one more thing, we're gonna put in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you've used unsalted butter, go ahead and add a pinch more of salt in. We're gonna take it over to the stovetop, heat it over a medium heat until it comes to a boil, then turn it down and let it simmer just at a very low boil for about 3 minutes. All right, the caramel will kind of get kind of foamy and it will thicken up, but not too thick. All right, now we're gonna add into it 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now it's important that you haven't used too small of a pan, because we're gonna add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and it is gonna foam up. All right, so it's nice and foamy. We're gonna take our popcorn and we are going to pour this over our popcorn. Again, this is where you can decide how covered you want your popcorn. More covered, use less popcorn. Less coverage, use more popcorn. And then we're just gonna stir it to get the popcorn coated. Now, you could totally let this I like to spread it out on a baking sheet just so that it can dry a little, but you could totally eat it as is. It is gonna be a chewier popcorn, okay? It's not gonna be crunchy. We like ours crunchy, so I've preheated my oven to 250 degrees. And we are going to spread this on a cookie sheet. And we're gonna bake it for 10 minutes. We're gonna stir it and bake it for another 10 minutes. And it's gonna help that outside to crisp up. Now, if you wanted a salted caramel popcorn, go ahead and add a little sprinkle of some coarse, like Maldon salt, flaky salt, or whatever your favorite flaky salt is. Now you can kind of see what my coverage looks like. It is not 100%. You can still see some of the white of the popcorn. All right, so I've got a baking sheet. I'm just gonna spread it out in as much of a single layer as I can get it. All right, like I said, 20 minutes total, halfway mark. After 10 minutes, go ahead and kind of stir it around and put it back in for another 10 minutes. 250 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, now when you pull it out, you'll notice that a lot of the caramel topping is kind of melted off of the popcorn just a little bit, but that's why you just go ahead and stir it. It'll absorb, coat right back onto there to the popcorn. And you'll notice that my popcorn really doesn't have nearly as much white showing anymore. That's why I like when I put it in the oven to have some white showing, because as that caramel melts again in the oven and you stir it, you're recoating the popcorn. And so now I'm just gonna kind of try to get it into a single layer, and we're gonna let it cool. As it cools, it's going to crisp up, and then you can, after that, break it into smaller pieces. All right, after it has cooled off, go ahead and just take a spatula and just kind of lift it up off of the pan. And then if there's any big chunks, I just kind of like to break them apart. But you can see how it's dried out and it become crispy and crunchy. So good. To store it, if you don't eat it all in one sitting, put it in some kind of zippered, airtight container, and it will keep for days. And again, like I said, it is a perfect thing to gift to during the holidays. Try dressing it up. And besides that white chocolate peppermint, another fun way is to, while it is still wet after it's come out of the oven, sprinkle it with some cinnamon sugar. So good. And I'm sure you can get creative and come up with all different ideas. If you've got a way you think you're gonna enjoy this, leave me a comment down below. Hope you'll try our small batch caramel corn. Thanks for joining me in this video. Be sure to turn on notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.